Alright, you critters, welcome to Life of Nerys. Today I want to talk about something about the human malware that's going around. People are worried about, I get stuck at home, how do I prepare? This is general information. This is not for any kind of specific situation. First of all, this is not really prepping, like, Tatawaki end of the world kind of stuff. This is just something that everybody should do. You should always have at least 1 month's worth of food in the house. And I'm going to show you how it's not hard and it's not expensive. Um, Here, I have a lot of canned goods. That's mostly because where I used to live, I could get it very cheaply. And the only way you avoid paying full price for a food product is to buy enough of that food product to make it to the next sale price. So when I get canned corn for, 6 for $1, okay, do the math. 6 for $1. I brought my little trailer behind my Geo Metro and I bought about 800 cans of vegetables. So many years ago, when my dad was getting sick and we were having issues, I started looking up the issues that families encountered. And one of the most common reasons people would lose their home is when they had to choose between rent and food. So I was like, I can't do anything about the mortgage. I don't make that kind of money. But I can maybe do something about food. And that's what I did. I started finding ways to get food very, very cheaply, especially shelf-stable food. I had 3 freezers. When they would ask, what's the meat tonight? It's whatever was $1 a pound. That's what the meat was. Whatever's $1 a pound. That doesn't exist here in New Mexico. It's very hard to get cheap meat here. So, but the cost of living here is so much lower that they balance out. I'm okay paying a little extra for food to have so much cheaper cost of living. But I want to show you how to make a shelf-stable stockpile that you can fit in your closet. So you'll always have a month of food on hand. This is not for an end-of-the-world kind of scenario. This is not for, something takes over the world and you need to hole up in your house. This is, this week's pay is short. You have an unexpected expense and you can't afford to go grocery shopping. You have to choose between the brake job on the car or food shopping. You have to choose between the rent payment or food shopping. Well, you dig into your stockpile and you use that. And if a weird situation does come up, you have it. You don't have to panic. You don't have to go crazy. You already have enough to keep you good for a month or two. Okay? So this is very, very cheap. First things first, ramen noodle. Even at crazy, stupid prices, this is 25 cents a pack. Okay? So that's 4 for $1 at crazy prices. 6 for $1 at normal prices. Like dollar store, I believe Dollar Tree. If you're in the U.S., Dollar Tree, it's a 5 or 6 pack for $1. Okay, so it's about 25 cents a pack. I'm sorry, I'm yawning a lot. You can usually get a sale where you can get it, 10 for 10 or 8 for 10 or something like that. Now, this is what I would call semi-shelf stable. To me, shelf stable is 5 years. I lock it away in the closet and it's still good. Okay, this is good for maybe a year or two. Okay, it is deep fried noodles and they will go rancid over time. So you do want to recycle this. FIFO, first in, first out. So always make sure that you use some up, buy some more, use some up, buy some more. So you're constantly replenishing your supply. But they're very handy because they're dry, they're light, they're cheap, and they're delicious. And you can doctor them up. Doctoring up is when you add stuff to it. So for example, I'll take this, chop up a couple hot dogs, and take a can of corn and cook it all together. It's a delicious meal that'll feed 2 people a very healthy meal, or 3 people a very skinny meal. But ramen noodles. Breakfast. Go to the dollar store. It's 6 for $1. Or if you go to the grocery store, they're usually 8 in a pack. This is 8 in a pack, and that's 4 servings. So I eat 2 of these. Okay, so this was 99 cents on sale, $1.29 on sale, and they have all kinds of flavors. I like the raisin apple walnut. It's my favorite. I have a lot of that. I have an entire cabinet filled with this stuff because I'm not paying $2.50 a box for it because I know it goes on sale often. So I just buy enough to make it to the next sale. So $5 to $10 worth of this, and you have a month's worth of shelf-stable food. Just, keep it sealed. Ideally, take these out of the box, toss them in a bucket, and seal the bucket, because otherwise rodents will love eating this, and they'll just chew right through this box, unless you don't have a rodent problem. But you keep enough of this lying around, you will have a rodent problem. My cabinets are up off the floor, so I don't have to worry about it. But otherwise, at home in Pennsylvania, I would keep these in my old home. I would keep them in a 5-gallon bucket. You know, get one of those orange buckets from Home Depot. I would just fill it. Okay, macaroni and cheese, 10 cents a box on sale. But we're talking about regular price stuff. That's regular price, $1.29 to $1.59 a box. At the dollar store, regular price for a 6-pack is $1. It is very, very cheap. Okay, so sticking with Dollar Tree, they actually have some shockingly good deals. Hanover brown sugar baked beans, $1. A can will feed 2 or 3 people, no problem. Okay, and they also have luncheon loaf. This is basically Spam. Okay, this is 12 ounces for $1. That's $1.33 a pound. Not only is that dirt cheap meat that you can eat cold or hot, you can chop it up, you can doctor it, you can add it to other things, have it with breakfast, have it for lunch, chop it up, put it in soup, but it's also cold. You can eat out of the can, and it's shelf stable. So you could put this on the shelf for 5 years, no problem. It's still fine. I don't even know what the expiration date is on this. The expiration date on this is November of 2022. And that's just because the law doesn't let them put a longer one. All right, so it's very, very shelf stable. And just remember, FIFO, okay? The date's right on the bottom there. So just, you know, first in, first out. Use it up every now and then. You know, you're going to crave it every now and then. Just make sure you stop by the Dollar Tree and replace the ones you use, so you always keep your little stock set, okay? Regular grocery stores. Okay? It's almost always possible to get canned goods for 50 cents a can. That's a normal sale price. Like right now, Walmart, you can get French style green beans, cut green beans, and whole kernel sweet corn for 50 cents a can. So a month's worth of vegetables is, what's that? You need 30 cans, so it's 15 bucks. So for 15 bucks, you got a month's worth of vegetables. So you got 15 bucks here. Get 10 cans of this, that's $10. Get, 30 cans of this, 30 bucks. Or 15 cans of this and split it in half, that's $15. And, get a couple of cases of this, that's $5. Get a few boxes of the cereal, you're talking $5 to $10. There, for around 80 to 100 bucks, you have a month's worth of food, and you still have room left in your budget. Because you also need water, okay? People worry about, well, what if something happens to the water supply? Somebody does something stupid. Whatever. For whatever reason, people are worried about water. If the situation's bad enough that your water supply is a problem, you got more serious problems. And that's not likely to happen in a modern country. It's just not likely. But just in case, it is sensible to have a little bit of water on hand. Buy these. Okay? You can buy them brand new sealed for anywhere between $8 and $13. They're a little more expensive up here in the mountains. They're $13. But I basically bought 5. And then I stopped buying them. I now take this to the local grocery store, and they let me fill it up. They have a machine out front. You put money in it, you slide your credit card in it, whatever, and you fill it up for 30 cents a gallon. So it's $1.50 to fill this. Fill it up, put a couple of drops of bleach in there, and you're good. A couple of drops, like 4 or 5 drops. Don't pour a cup in there, okay? Just a couple of drops of bleach in there. That'll keep anything from growing in here. Keep anything, pathogens won't grow in there. Bacteria and fungus and blooms won't grow in there. It'll keep your water shelf stable. Every 6 months, replace it. Okay, dump it out, clean it out with some hot water, refill it from the sink. Just use your sink tap water if it's drinkable. Our tap water is not drinkable. It's well, it is technically drinkable, but it tastes like crap. It's really, really, really high mineral content, hard water, and it just really tastes bad. Technically, it's safe, but it tastes bad. So we use these. I have a water cooler, heats and cools the water. So keep 3 of these in the closet per person. That's 15 gallons. It's enough for drinking water for a month. Okay, that's it. $100 and you have a month's worth of food and supplies in your house. You can add other things to it. Add some matches to it. Add some Q-tips to it. Add a couple of rolls of toilet paper. Not a whole case. 3 or 4 rolls. Get some good quality Scott 1000. Big high density rolls. 4 of them. Stick them in there. Put them in the bucket with the oatmeal and the macaroni and cheese and the soup. To keep the rodents at bay, and also keep them away from the toilet paper because they love making nests out of it. I mean, I just bought 2 cases of green beans and corn, 50 cents a can. So I bought 2 cases of each, just 48 cans. That'll go on the bottom of the shelf, and we use the stuff on the top first. So each vegetable has 2 shelves, and as I use it, I move stuff up from the bottom shelf to keep the newest stuff on the bottom. This way I'm always using the oldest stuff. But that's just me. I live on, $800-900 a month, so I need to buy food when it's cheap because I got to feed two. But most of that I carted out with me from Pennsylvania. There's some cereal right there, right there. Every now and then, places like Dollar General and Family Dollar scratching down or near expiration boxes. Dollar a box. Family-sized Fruit Loops. Keep an eye on Dollar Tree for regular cereals. A lot of times they'll get name brand, full-size boxes, family-size boxes of name brand cereal. They made too much, didn't sell well, closing on expiration date, whatever. You can always get it. $1 a box. I'm not paying $4 for a box of cereal. I'm just not. But that's it. It is not hard or expensive to have a small pantry of supplies on hand. Hit Amazon. In the beginning, hit Dollar Tree. You can buy a little bottle for $1 of ibuprofen and acetaminophen. That's Advil and Tylenol. Okay, that'll take care of most symptoms. You get the flu, for example. You keep a regular dose of Tylenol and ibuprofen, your symptoms are gone. You won't have any symptoms. You'll still have the cough and stuff like that, but you won't have the raging headache and the sore joints and all that crap. The Advil will take care of the headache, and the acetaminophen, the Tylenol, will take care of the joint pain. And it's just nice to have. And that has a long shelf life, several years. The actual testing shows that stuff could last as long as 8 to 10 years. Later on, get the big bottles from Amazon for very cheap. You can get large, gigantic, 500 pill bottles of each. Toss that in your thing. Get the little dollar bottles from Dollar Tree, and you just fill them up from the big bottles. And when the big bottles get close to empty, you order new big bottles. FIFO. Just keep recycling it. It's just not hard. Get a couple of containers for leftovers. A small pack of silverware to toss in the drawer, so you're not wasting water to clean silverware during that, emergency time. These are things that are not expensive. They don't take a lot of effort. They don't take a lot of money, and they don't take a lot of space. You could fit 2 people's 1-month food supply in the bottom of your closet or underneath your bed. Maybe replace your bed with one of those higher beds. I got those Zenny beds or whatever they are. They're 18 inches. You can put full totes underneath the beds. When you have a small house like this, you need more storage. It's not hard. It's not expensive. And it's readily available. Nothing special. These aren't special foods. These aren't hiking, camping, special prepper rescue foods. This is just normal stuff that you buy at Dollar Tree. And you have a month's worth of food. That's no problem to keep in your house. It really is pretty easy. And you can even do it now. Dollar Tree is well stocked. Walmart is well stocked. Don't worry about it. You don't need a giant case of toilet paper. You need the next month's worth of toilet paper. So one case will do your whole family for the next 2 or 3 months. All right? I'm a big guy. I burn through a lot of toilet paper, and even I only use 1 roll a week. Okay? It's just not a lot. Now, if you're a family and you are the only one paying for supplies and you have, 3, 4, 5 people, okay, it gets a little expensive. Start off with a week. Okay? Buy this 1 month supply I said to buy. There, now you have a 1 week supply for 4 people. Okay? Then slowly add to it. Next week you have an extra $5. Stop by Dollar Tree, get an extra 5 cans of this, get an extra 5 cans of this, get 1 extra pack of this, get an extra pack of cereal, add it. Now you have a week and a half. Next week, another $5. Now you got 2 weeks. In a couple of months, you'll have enough food for your family of 4 for a month. All right? It just gives you peace of mind, and it gives you stability. If my check doesn't come through from Amazon in 2 weeks, it's okay. I got plenty of food. I'm not worried about it. I just don't go buy food, and I dig into my food supply. It's not a big deal. Your rent check is late. Okay, take your grocery money and pay your rent, and then dig into your food supply. Just make sure you take that extra $5 a week and start replenishing it again. Get your stock back up so you always have that month. Otherwise, if you use it like an ATM card and don't replace it, you'll eventually overdraw it. And then when you really, really need it, you won't have it. All right? It's not hard. It's not expensive. Nothing to freak out about. Just prepare. That's all. You get snowed in for a week and a half because some crazy blizzard comes through. You got a week's worth of food. Got a month's worth of food. No big deal. Just prepare, plan, and stay calm. If you have any questions, ask down below. Don't use the word "we shall not name," please. So don't mention the name of this thing going around. That's a quick way to demonetize a video. Even though these videos are not monetized, I don't want this channel getting flagged for that kind of crap. YouTube has some stupid rules regarding that. But this is information that's good for everybody all the time, every day. Not just for special situations like this, but you should always have this on hand. It's just, it allows you to calm down and think a bit. You don't have to panic. You don't have to rush. I'm okay. I got a month at home. I'm just going to go home, and when I wake up tomorrow, I'll have a clearer mind, and you will. Because you didn't panic, because you didn't have to, because you have everything you need to protect your family. So that's it. You guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will get back to making more videos for this channel. It's just when I got sick and things got crazy, just went right before this human malware thing went out, I actually got the flu. And I still got a little cough from it. Apparently that cough can last 3 or 4 months. That's annoying. But no pain, no stress or anything, just annoying. Basically the throat gets irritated and the coughing keeps it irritated, so it's hard to heal. But that's it. You guys have a great day, and thank you for watching.